大家好, здравствуйте, bună ziua. This was hello in the three other languages that I know. Currently I'm studying Chinese. I'm a sophomore here at Wesleyan. My name is Kostel Vojka, as you can see over here. I'll let Tim
Sure.
take it away.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming out today. Здравствуйте, that's hello in Russian, which I'm currently learning here. Back in flyer says I speak English and Russian, but that's a little bit misleading because I'm most certainly in the learning phase. And I'm a junior here, double major in government and Russian, and we're very excited to be with you all today.
Yeah, so hello everyone, good morning. My name is Haley Qin and I'm from Tianjin, China. 大家早上好, good morning. So my language are Chinese, English, and German, and this is my second year at Wesleyan, and I'm majoring in College of Letters.
We want to say a big thank you to our sponsors who helped us fund the event, namely the Price Center for Global Studies, Divisional Deans, Center for Pedagogical Innovation, Office for Equity and Inclusion, Romance Languages and Literatures, Russian, Eastern European and Eurasian Studies, College of East Asian Studies, German Studies, Classical Studies, and Thomas and Catherine McMahon Fund. We also want to thank the Student Steering Committee. We are a part of the steering committee, but there were also many more persons who helped us or who helped make this event happen. And if I see, is everybody here? I think Megan is over there. Do you want to introduce yourself, say something about yourself?
Sure. Hi everyone, my name is Megan Levan. I'm a freshman here at Wesleyan. I studied Spanish and I'm currently studying Arabic here with Ustad Isa, who is going to speak today. And I will also be doing Hindi and Urdu next year when the program starts. And I'm so excited for all of us to be here today. It's going to be a great event.
Is Selena here?
She might be.
She might be.
Why don't we go to Andrew?
People. Andrew.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm a junior. I study Spanish and linguistics. A lot of linguistics.
You probably saw Anthony Remick at the sign-in desk.
I think we have Selena coming in now to introduce herself.
Hello guys. Mango is so good. Should I sit here?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
So I'm Selena Wang from China, and my Chinese name is Wang Hongbeilin. Currently a sophomore here, double major in English and computer science. I speak Italian, Chinese, which is Mandarin, and English, of course, and I'm learning Japanese right now.
Great. So the purpose of this symposium is to essentially energize conversations about language learning and just foreign languages in general. Well, also maybe how we see English differently as we study foreign languages. It's to highlight cultural awareness, empathy, but also just practical skills that you get from learning languages. And also, looking at the data that we had from the registrar, and that was so beautifully assembled by Kia, thank you Kia, in the program. It was, and Tim is going to talk about it later. We know that Wesleyan is very passionate about learning languages, so we just wanted to have this focal point, this epicenter, which is the Power of Language Symposium, to emphasize learning languages.
Yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about the data, and another reason we're here is because language is so endemic to the Wesleyan community, but it doesn't get the amount of attention it necessarily deserves. So if you open your flyer to the last page, the last centerfold page, on the left-hand side we have a bunch of charts and statistics here that just describe how widespread interest in language is at Wesleyan. So since we have a very open curriculum, there's no language requirement here, but still 63% of people decide to take a language of their own volition. And of that 63%, 31% studied it to the advanced level, which is usually the third year of the language, and 13% chose to study more than one language, and we might have most of that 13% in this room right now. So Wesleyan enjoys its status as the co-ed liberal arts college that teaches the most foreign languages, tied with Wellesley, but they're not co-ed, so we actually teach more than Amherst and Pomona combined, which is nice. And yeah, another reason a lot of people might study languages is because we set a high bar for study abroad in 3 languages, Spanish, French, and Italian. You actually take the courses in the language of the country that you're staying with, and for all your other languages, most of them have prerequisites that you take a certain amount of the language here, and then once you're over there, you're encouraged to take as much of the of the language courses as possible. And like I said earlier, so many languages here at Wesleyan, over 80 native spoken languages besides English here at Wesleyan, and that's that little circle on the bottom of your graph there. I'm not going to read all 80, but you can feel free to do that yourself. And 16% of Wesleyan students graduate with a major in a language, which is especially remarkable since the studying of language has been declining, while Wesleyan itself is not only sustaining these high statistics, but is growing all the time, like with our addition of the Hindi-Urdu program, as Megan referenced earlier.
Yeah, so language learning is definitely like a really huge part of Wesleyan students' life here. And the topics we're going to cover today are actually also very diverse. So if you would like to open up the program of today, like the first page. And so we received a lot of very beautiful proposals for the presentations this year. And out of all of them, we select these topics here, and we have 6 panels here today to present. So I would like to introduce you to these beautiful topics. The first panel is going to start at 9:30, and it's going to talk about creative language learning. And yeah, it's going to happen soon. And the second panel is going to talk about language and society, how the social topics or historical debates is going to happen like with our society and language learning. The third panel is going to about translation. It's about like the magic of translation over time and also in different cultures. And then it's going to be the lunch break, which is 12:30, and the lunch break is going to happen in a room that we just had breakfast. And there's 3 more panels in the afternoon talking about language in curriculum and Arabic in the US and polyphony through literature. So yes, and all these presentations are going to happen in this room till all night. And there's going to be 10 minutes break between each panels, so you guys could feel free to walk around and get some snacks like that. Yeah, so. Yes.
Yeah, so if you're new to this building, bathrooms are, if you go back out in the main hallway, they're in the back on the left-hand side. Exits is where you entered from, that door right over there. There are also signs in the case of an emergency. Otherwise, there are bathrooms downstairs. Like she said, most things are going to be in this room. The food is going to stay over there, but bring it over here, enjoy it. Shout out to Perk on Main for catering this event today down on Main Street. I don't work there, my aunt doesn't own the place, but you should definitely go anyways.
Also, please remember to sign the video release form, the ones who were notified about this. Kia has it, I think, whenever you feel comfortable with it, at the end, like during breaks, whenever.
Yes.
One more thing. We thanked our student steering committee, but we'd like to thank our faculty and staff steering committee as well, who devoted their personal time to help making this possible.
Yeah.
So I'll give them a hand.
We also would love to thank everyone here to participate in this event. This could not happen without everyone's participation. So we are so glad that you're here and enjoying the talks.
All right.
All right.
Let's get this party started. The
Panel one.
first panel is going to be